No.
I'm ready. Papi, pa. I'm ready. Promotion. That's what he said. That's what it was. He was getting a promotion.
So he was like, "I'm ready."
I'm
Promotion.
ready. Promotion. Yeah, that's what
So where
that's
did you get Babipa from?
it has to be in that episode. I'm gonna have to look it up. SpongeBob.
You've been saying you're ready, Papipa, for the longest.
I'm ready. Promotion.
Hey y'all, happy So Good Sunday.
That's our goal, to learn about hoops and hooping during embroidery. And we're going to talk about our Facebook group. I got to mute myself because I got to see if that's the right one.
Okay. But welcome in, y'all. If this is your first time here, welcome to So Good. We do a lot of embroidery, or we only do embroidery during So Goods, and we have So Good on Saturdays or Sundays over here at Crafting with Delonda or on my channel. And we are excited to be here with y'all. We generally work with our Ricoma Marquee 2001. And even though that's what we work with, it's a multi-needle machine. I think it's really for anyone who's interested in embroidery to learn the different steps, terms, and all of that, all the things to do with embroidery. So that's why we're here. And is she jamming to I'm Ready, Papipa?
Promotion.
It says promotion, but I'm trying to figure out where she got Papipa from. Like, where did she get that part from? Hey, Greg. Hey, Barb and Maribel and Vanessa, Kim, Governor and First Lady Rose Haney, Geneva. Hey, everyone. Welcome in. If you haven't already, please remember to hit the thumbs up. The thumbs up button lets us know and YouTube know that you like this content, and it really does help the channel. It is a little button underneath the video with a little thumbs up. So just click that. And if you are a first timer, or if you have been visiting here for a while and you're not subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button below the video. And y'all, make sure you turn on your notifications, because the notifications let you know when there's a live video over here. So you won't miss out on any of the live content. So make sure you turn on the notification bell as well. But today we're going to be talking about hoops and SpongeBob. We're going to be talking about hoops and hooping. Delonda's going to talk a little bit about SpongeBob, but we're going to be talking about hooping and the importance of hooping. Last week we talked about stabilizers and different types of stabilizers, how, the importance of stabilizers. And we're really going to keep this very, very beginner friendly. We're not going to go too extreme. There are different things that you can do with your hoops, but we're not going to be going to the extreme. We're going to stay over on the safe side so that our beginners will understand what it is that we want to relay. Did you hear Papipa?
I did in the very, very beginning. Hold on. I'm ready. Hold
on. she's gonna find the part where it says Papipa from. But hey, Joan.
I'm ready. Promotion. Papipa. I'm ready, Papipa.
Oh my goodness. Hey, everyone. Just why? But hey, y'all. Hey,
everybody. Want to talk about the Facebook group first?
Sure.
You want to go first?
So we're going to be talking about, okay, so those of you who were with us last week, you all know that we started the So Good Stitches Facebook group. And that is a group that Delonda and I are doing together. Shout out to Kristen for being our moderator. Thank you, Kristen, for handling a lot of the moderator tasks. We appreciate you. So we have a few rules, and earlier today we had a few questions in regards to what's allowed and what's not allowed. So we are going to be very clear. We're going to repost the rules, and we'll be very clear about what will be allowed and what's not going to be allowed. So as far as links, in my Facebook group, I don't allow links. I don't allow anyone to share TikTok videos, even YouTube videos. The only person that shares a YouTube video inside of my Facebook group is me. So if there's something that I see outside and I like it and it has nothing to do with craftable things and I like it, I may share it if it's something that I feel like, you know what, the group needs to see it. However, if it's something that you want to share, we're not going to allow that inside of the So Good Stitches site either. So no self promotions. That means no sharing of your personal TikToks, no sharing of your personal YouTube, no sharing of anything like that. And also links. Because both of us, we both do content creation, we don't really share our own personal links and things like that in the group. So we're not really going to allow, we're not going to allow anybody else to do that either. We want the group to remain a place where it's helpful for people to come to and get their questions answered. If there's something that you want to share or somebody asks you for more information about something, you can direct them to where they need to go. But as far as sharing links, no, because a lot of links can be affiliate links. And remember, in the group, there's no self-promotion. So we really want to make sure we stay true to that. We're not in this group to self-promote ourselves either. Delonda, you got something to say?
I think along with that, one of the rules that I have in my group is that they should not be promoting other content creators either. So, like if you saw something that you learned on another channel, you should not be mentioning another channel in the group. I mean, it's great if you can just say, I learned this from another content creator or I learned it from another channel, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. It's just something that's very respectful, I think, and just I agree with that.
Now, one thing I do allow in my group is if they've learned something, let's just say they've learned something from our video, like the video where we talked about stabilizers, and there's somebody who joins the group and they're asking like, which stabilizer should I use for this? You can give them a link. I allow, maybe we need to talk about this, but I do allow them to share links to my videos. But if there's a link to our video, I think that would be okay. What do you think?
I mean, if it's to our videos, that's fine. But sometimes it gets to the point to where they're like, if it's to our video, because it is our group, you can share it. You can share.
Or maybe they can share a screenshot so the person will know which video to go look for or the date or something like that. So they'll know which video to go look for. But in my group, I do allow that. Like if somebody has a question about, how to sublimate a mug and, someone else knows the link to the video, the exact video that helped them, I don't mind them doing that. But if they want to share a link to a So Good video where we were together and we were talking about something, I think that might be okay.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. But it's just when it's like outside videos because I get where somebody will try to share a link. Now, there are times where I will share my group something that I saw from somebody else. And that's because,
yeah,
because I can, because it's my group. But I don't want to say it like that, but it's something but if you share something that's not ours, we're not going to allow it.
I agree.
Okay. Anything else?
Also, I think the content needs to be specific to embroidery or sewing, not, nothing that doesn't have embroidery or sewing. So I know a lot of times people will like to do like inspirational stuff or prayer requests, or I think we need to keep it crafty. It needs to be about embroidery and sewing.
Yes. We don't want sublimation. We don't want to know about DTF in the group. We really just
rhinestones.
Yes, we just want it strictly about embroidery, because we really want it to be a place where people who are starting out, or if you're advanced in embroidery, you can come together and we can all help each other out. So please, like, that's what we want it to strictly be about stitches.
Also, I think that there may have been some confusion. I saw that Kristen posted a reminder this morning about, you have to answer the questions. And I think that some people may think that if they were already in my group or already in your group and they got ready to join this group because they've been actively watching, that they didn't have to respond to the questions, but they do.
Yeah. Yes. Because one of the questions is that, or one of the slots is for you to agree to the rules in the group, which a lot of those rules are, be respectful, no self-promotion, all types of there's a few other ones, and we're going to add a few more to it just so that we can be very clear, because we don't want to have a group and we have expectations, but we haven't told you guys those. So we want, we want you to understand. But one of the slots is for you to agree to the rules. So, yes.
That was it. That was all I could think of.
I think that's it too. I think that's it. It's going to be about embroidery and sewing.
Do you want to start with questions about hooping, or do we want to talk in general about hooping?
So we can start with, we can talk in general, and if you have a question about hooping, then you can ask it in the chat. So all machines come with hoops. Some come with just one size hoops, and then one hoop, and then others come with multiple size hoops. Like the machine that we have, it comes with various sizes of hoops. We can also get another brand of hoops and use it on our machine, which I generally like, and I know Delonda likes too, the Mighty Hoops brand. And that's my go-to for both this machine and the EM1010.
Yes. And I cannot imagine not using them. I honestly, I think the only reason I still have the hoops that came with is because I'm afraid to throw them away. But I don't see myself using them.
No. So let me grab a hoop, a regular hoop, and also the Mighty hoop. So just so you can have an idea now, the hoop that I'm going to show you is kind of the same setup if you have a single needle machine, because the single needle machines come with hoops too. So the hoops are very important in knowing like what you'll be able to embroider. Okay, so the size hoop. So if you get a machine and it says that it's a 4x4, that means that machine is only going to be able to stitch within a 4x4 area. Okay, and sometimes it's going to be a little bit smaller than 4x4. It's not going to be maybe 4x4, depending on the machine. So that's what you need to, when you're getting machines, that's what you need to look at to make sure that you're going to be able to use the machine for what you want. The hoops are super important to know what you'll be able to use it for. Okay. So this is the largest hoop that I have with this machine, and this is pretty big. This is an 8x13 Mighty hoop, and I still have, in this one, it's still way larger than, almost double the size of this one. If I turn it this way, it's almost double the size of this one. And this is one that comes with the machine. So with these, they're two parts still. Oh, it knocked the wrong way. They're two parts, but you have these screws here that tighten it up. I don't know what they're actually called, but I usually use like a ratchet to tighten it up, because that's part of the issue with these types of hoops, is just getting it hooped nice and tight. Hooping is very important to your embroidery project, because if you don't have it hooped nice and taut, your garment can shift, it can move, like you can lose alignment. So it's very important to have it hooped the correct way. Now with the mighty hoops, these work with magnets, and so because you don't have to screw anything in, like the magnet grabs the bottom of the hoop. And generally I like to use the hooping station, but you don't have to use the hooping station. You can still get a nice um hooped stabilizer. Sometimes I do, sometimes it jumps. Does your stabilizer ever jump when you use it and it's not on the hooping station?
But Patrice, I don't use the hooping station very often. I really
Use
don't.
it.
I really don't. I mean, I honestly feel like Miles uses it more than I do. I know I should, and maybe that's what we really need to talk about is, how to use it. But and I know it's beneficial because I know that, if you use the hooping station and use it the right way, you're gonna have your shirt or your whatever you're embroidering is gonna be down the middle, it's gonna be straight, it's gonna be, it's gonna help you. However, semicolon, this table hasn't failed me yet. Well, that's not true because I did embroider my last sweatshirt on the belly, but don't worry about if I embroider my sweatshirt on the belly. Worry about if you embroidered your sweatshirt on the belly. Okay, you did it. Okay, then great.
Did you fix that one?
I did not feel like I fixed it well, so it's gonna be a giveaway. You won. You're a winner.
Fine.
You're a winner.
Pretty sure it's probably fine, y'all.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Want me to grab it? I don't know where I put it.
Let's see what it looks like.
Not good, because I made always too small. It's terrible.
It's probably not really terrible,
It
y'all.
is terrible. I asked Miles, he said, it's all right. I mean,
He said it's all right.
yeah.
Well, see, Miles don't think it's bad. He doesn't think it's too bad. All right, I might stitch something out while we're live, y'all. I'm gonna see. I could test it if I can find my thing. So let's see if anybody had any questions. So a good beginner embroidery machine, it depends on what you want to do. Like, so when I first started, I got the Brother SE 600, which is a 4x4 machine. It only can do a 4x4 hoop, but you can use the repositional hoops with it. I think I have my repositional hoops somewhere over here. I'll show you guys what that looks like. But you can use the repositional hoops with it to embroider a little bit larger space. And I started out with that, and I was only happy with that for maybe a good month and a half before I wanted something else. Now, it took me almost 3 months to open it and actually use it. But once I actually opened it and used it, then I was ready for another machine. You didn't find it yet? Oh, you found it.
Look at all of this.
That was like on your torso.
Don't worry about if it's on my torso. Worry about if it's on your torso. It didn't. I couldn't fix it, Patrice. I told you. Close your lips. But I can put something on the back. This will be my practice. This will be my practice sweatshirt.
You can put some patches all around it and do something like that. Fill it
Girl, this
in
thing
with.
ain't coming out of the house.
Girl, that's okay. So this is how the hooping station could help you. Because if you use the hooping station, there's numbers and letters on the hooping station. Now it looks confusing at first, but there is a guide that comes with the Mighty Hoops and the hooping station that kind of tells you where to place the brackets for certain size shirts that you may have or sweatshirts. So that's where it would come in handy because then you would be able to kind of, fit your garment onto the hooping station and have it stitch out not on the belly.
I can't see the comments if you're waiting for me to respond.
Hold on, see. Let me go down. Stacy said her question was answered. Yes, Stacy. Stacy asked that earlier about the group. Yes, Miss Sharon Davenport. It's called So Good Stitches.
Who's asking about that?
No, somebody asked what the name was. I'm scrolling, guys. All right, I'm trying to see if there was any questions. I'm so far behind in the chat. Like my scroll, it wasn't scrolling the chat. Hey, Mary Bear, I think I saw. I found hooping with my hoops. It's easier to use a silicone mat underneath my shirt to keep it in place. Thank you for sharing that, Kathy. Thank you for sharing that. So, there's an embroidery hoop screwdriver tool to use to tighten the hoops on the screw that came with your machine. So, Delonda Ernique said, look for a multi-purpose embroidery hoop screwdriver tool to use to tighten embroidery hoop screws on the hoops that came with your machine. I didn't see one of those, but you can use a ratchet. And I got that tip from Barb like years ago with the brother SE600. Barb told me to use a ratchet, and I ended up buying quite a few ratchets. Here's one mini ratchet that I have. Like I bought a few of these, and this helps me too. The one that's not in the plastic. For some reason, I buy quite a few of the same things over and over and over again. But these ratchets help also to tighten up the. I have another. I'm telling you, I buy several ratchets, like several ratchets. I don't know why I buy so many, but they help to it helps to tighten it up for me. I don't know if one came with the machine or not. I didn't see one in there. And then I also sometimes use a flat head screwdriver to tighten it up also. And that sometimes tightens it up. But this is the largest one that comes with it. So this is the Mighty Hoop. And so this just goes like it just, you kind of put it closer. But what happens with the hooping station is that the hooping station holds it in place. So it holds the bottom piece in place, and then it also holds your stabilizer in place. And then you just put your garment on top, and then you put the top hoop on top. Like you put the hoop on top, and then that keeps everything in place. Like there's never a time when I'm hooping with the hooping station that I have to rehoop something, unless it's just maybe I did something wrong. But for the most part, that stabilizer is going to be nice and taut, and that's what you want. You don't want it to be able to shift or move, because that's when you will get a little bit of it'll be misaligned. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm scrolling down, y'all. Rondrea. All right. All the way real T. You can put I above the always. The tension area on the multi-unit machines. How do you know when to adjust? So when I see, first of all, if you have a multi-unit machine, I would do a tension test. So for me, for each one of my machines, Ricoma gave us like a tension test file that we can use before, like if we see that there's a problem. I don't do it every single time I'm embroidering. I honestly only do it when I feel like there's an issue. Then I'll do it. But if your thread is coming from the bottom, if you see your bobbin thread, then you know that I'll usually loosen the tension at the top. So there's 3 different wheels that I kind of play around with to see, and then I test it out that way to see if I can like fix the tension myself. For EM1010, so the image shows on screen in the correct size. Jacqueline, that means that you're gonna have to go into your embroidery parameters and change it. So in the embroidery parameters, and I think I showed it maybe like maybe when I was doing the plushie, I think I showed it a little bit how to do it. I don't change my embroidery parameters. I find a hoop size that I could use that's already there, and I just trace it to make sure that it stays inside because I don't like to change it. But you can actually reset it. You just need to go onto the Mighty Hoops website, get the dimensions of what it should be, like the sewing area or the embroidery area. So just because you have an 8x13 Mighty Hoop, that's your machine isn't going to stitch 8x13. Okay, so the embroidery area is different. So on the Mighty Hoops website, go to where it has EM1010, select the EM1010, and it's going to tell you the embroidery area for your machine. Okay, so that's what you would have to do. So then you would have to go into where it says embroidery parameters. You'll have to go in there, and then it'll click onto where the hoop is, like the hoop icon is. You'll be able to see a list of all of the hoops, like whatever A through G or whatever it is. And you'll see all of those hoops there. It'll have the size, it'll have the X axis, the Y axis, and all of that. So what you're going to have to do, because with the EM1010, the older version of it, you can't just add a hoop there. You're going to have to change one of the factory hoops that's on there. So once you do that, you go, you just put your hoop on before you go there. Put your hoop on, get it centered. And with the Mighty Hoops, you're going to be looking at, there's like a little hole here on the Mighty Hoops that's going to mark your center spot. And then on the side, that marks the center spot. And so you will then place this on your machine, align it so that it's in the center, so that your presser foot 1 is in the center, then go into the embroidery parameters and then update it. But you're going to have to jot down that X axis location and the Y axis location that it shows you on the screen. And then you're going to jot that down where it has the embroidery parameters. Hopefully that's helpful. I did show it a few weeks ago a little bit. I don't change mine. So I just figure it out. I'm gonna use one of the factory hoops settings, and then just make sure that I'm not gonna hit it. So that's thank you.
I saw a question from Shanthony Ways. Her question was, she said, I was practicing on a towel and it was looking good, but the last letter E that was embroidered, it didn't finish, but it said it was finished. I think that's a problem with the file. Do you?
So the last E, were you able to see it in the, like in your software? Did it look fine in your software? Is it something that you got from someplace else, or did you embroider it? Like what? Because if you were able on your computer, on your screen, on your embroidery machine screen, do you see the E? Like is it full? Because if not, then maybe you want to go back. And I mean, you can always go back. The one thing, listen, do not ever, if you see your design stitched out and it doesn't look right, do not unhook it. Because you can always go back. You can always go back to another point and redo it.
So she said, but Shanthony, did you see it in the software, or did you only see it on the machine? because maybe if she downloaded it, she just saved it to the USB, the flash drive, and she didn't see it in the software. Yes. Yes, to what part? Royati had a question too. Royati's question was, what is your favorite one needle embroidery machine? And Eve responded and said, brother. Deborah Brown said you could do a visual stitch out on your computer.
Okay. And see. For the most part, with embroidery, what you see on the computer, if you do your stitch out, that's how it's going to be on, on your garment. So I do recommend that.
It was on the machine and on the file?
And it didn't stitch out. What machine does she have?
I don't know, but I honestly, I'm a baby beginner, Shanthony, so I can only tell you what I think. I cannot tell you what I know, but I still think it's the file, because I have seen files that look good that are not good, but I might be wrong.
Now, another thing is that depending on if like the so when you stitch onto the towel, did you have like a water soluble stabilizer? Like were your because it could possibly be, what type of towel were you stitching on? Did the stitches sink into the material? Like, did you have water soluble stabilizer? Because there's been times where I've stitched something onto a towel or a material that has the high pile, and I forget to put the water soluble stabilizer on all the time, and it does look a little bit wonky. Like sometimes I can't even see the stitches in it. So
she said she did. She did.
She did. Did you stitch it out on like a piece of like a piece of stabilizer, or like did you do like like after that, like see if it stitches, if that E stitches out? Because I don't know what if it's looking good, if the file is looking good, and you did the simulator in the software and it looked good, then I don't know.
Morgan said you could do Cash App or Zelle. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
And she also said, yay, with 6 Ys.
Sounds like something I would do, a whole lot of Ys.
Come on with the Ys.
Dragging
like it. With the yes. How many yes? How many S's going yes?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh, she said she forgot the water soluble. Okay.
But did the other letters look okay when you were stitching? The other ones look fine. I'm gonna say something. Oh, did not.
Hi, everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to click out of the chat and like the video, because I'm looking over here. I can see that there are 167, 162, 167 people watching, and it looks like 98 likes. So let's make the likes match the views. Thank y'all so for being here so much. Patrice, do we want to talk about this or no?
Let me see. Yeah, we can talk about, yes. Do you want to yeah.
You want to talk me through it, because I can be learning. I can get the manual. I think I have the manual over there.
Yeah, because That way you have like the numbers of what size you're supposed, because I still use the manual for like if you're doing a medium, small shirt, extra large shirt, if you're doing a left chest logo, it tells you like it gives you like the plots of where.
Do y'all have your craft journals, people? Good people?
I forget. I'm gonna try to do something really quick.
Patrice, guess what I made the ladies in my book club?
What did you make?
Pocket pouches.
No, you didn't. How
Yes.
many pocket pouches did you make?
I only made 3 because I did it for the April birthdays. I mean, not April birthdays, the February birthdays.
Well, that was nice.
That's me, nicey D.
Oh, y'all. This is off the chain.
Let me see if I have it over here because I don't see it. Anybody else keep their user manuals in a Ziploc bag? Just me? Okay, don't worry about it.
It's on. They have it online too.
Huh?
They have it online too.
Okay. Linda Lowry. Thank you for hey Alicia. Thank you for this Valentine's card. I just got around to opening. Look at this. I just got around to opening my card.
Oh, cute.
So cute. Thank you so much. She sent me one.
So cute.
Somebody else sent me one. Marsha Donahue. She sends me a card for every occasion, every holiday. Y'all, I read them. It just takes me a while. So, but thank you. And I keep them. Yes. All of them. In that bag.
He's like, I gotta get a
I thought I had the manual right here, but I thought I had it with my over by the station, but I don't. Okay. I thought I put it with the. I guess I didn't. Oh, that's what I'm. That's not it. This girl got a every. You got a better life, Delonda. Don't worry about it if I didn't do better with my life. Do better with your life. Oh, this is so cute. I didn't even go say hi to my husband. I just came in and came straight upstairs. Okay. Well, I have a Meridian 2. Oh, Lord, look at this. Not Queen Morgan. I didn't show them, but I made them. I made, I did one with sunflowers inside because one of the ladies, if you follow me on Instagram, Linda Lowry, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I have a thriving book club. And last month we did, was it last month? Not last month. January we made wreaths. And one of the ladies loves sunflowers. And I made I made her a like the denim pouch with this fabric on the inside and the denim on the outside. Like this. So this was the inside of the, and then the other lady loves purple. So I did hers with this fabric. You are amazing. So cute. Whatever. I got this fabric from Walmart. And then the other one, I did hers with the rockets. I did. Eve, I had to watch the video. every time. While Patrice is gone, do y'all want to hear a story time? Story time about it's crafting with Delonda, Linda Lowry. Everything, everywhere. Crafting with Delonda on Pinterest, on Instagram, tickety tock. Morgan, can you join the live? So she could do her own story time. Maybe she can do it. Morgan, you want to do a story time? I mean, you want to tell us about yesterday? Thank you, Kristen. I don't know if she can join. She's not right here.
Oh, Queen Morgan is here.
I didn't. I'm gonna have to do it from. I'm gonna have to look it up.
It may be on. It's on their website. Let me see if I can.
I'm gonna share the link with you, Morgan. Can you do you mind, Patrice, if Morgan joins?
It's fine.
She can do her story time.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Sure.
Fine. Okay. I'm trying to.
I'll send you the email, Morgan. I'll send you the link.
And then I'm gonna find the manual.
Okay, for this.
And then I usually use, when I first started, I would use like a lot of like painter's tape or mark on the stabilizer when I hooped it, like where I wanted it to go. So that way I could kind of have an idea of how to place the shirt before I had the Mighty Hoops hooping station.
Thank you, All the Way Realty Group. All right, Morgan, I sent you the link. You just have to click the link. I thought I put mine with my my crafting journals.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I could pull it up from their website. Mighty Hoops. So
batching holder, the Mighty Hoop batching holder. What's that? What's the Mighty Hoop batching holder, Patrice?
Batching holder? I don't know.
I think we also should talk about fast frames today.
Okay, we can talk about fast frames. I was gonna get the repositional one too. We can talk about fast frames.
And oh, there's Morgan. So while you looking for that, I'm gonna let her.
Hey,
hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen. Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Y'all can hear me? Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't know. But
yeah. Yesterday they want to hear.
Oh, okay. So first off, wait, it froze. Hold on. Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself.
If you see the clothes in the back, no, you don't. Okay. This is the sweatshirt that my mom made for me. We ended up not wearing them because it was too hot, so she made us shirts instead. So that's why I'm wearing this today. But we got there at like 12:15 and set up, and yeah,
talk about the letter first.
Oh yes, I woke up and I went to the restroom to get ready, and I saw this letter on my mirror from my mom. Hold on. She left me a note. Do you want me to read it? Okay. It says, "Dear Morgan, today is the day. Today is the day for your first market, and before we even get there, I want you to know that I am so proud of you. You have worked so hard for this day, and I am grateful that God knows you, sees you, and He favors you. Take the time to learn all you can. Remember, you will learn from good examples and the not so good. From the good, you will learn what to do. From the bad, you will learn what not to do. Congratulations in advance. Eternally, Queen Mommy. Yes, she did write Queen. No, she didn't. Okay. But yeah, I saw the note. I kept laughing because, like, it's just crazy. I don't know. It just felt surreal. So, got ready, and I did do a mini vlog to post on my Instagram. So, that will be up tomorrow. And I also included in the caption everything that sold because a lot of people do want to know. So, yeah. I guess I could show y'all what I made. If you're not following me on Instagram, today I posted everything that I made for the market. So I guess I'll just show you what I have left over. So these mini octopus keychains is what I have left. Here, let me show like those. Oh, I also had these earrings that I had left over from another event. I did sell one pair of these. So yeah. I made 4 cake boxes and I sold one. So I'll just show you what I have. That one is for my mom. I have this lemon cake box. Hopefully the color is showing up well. And they open and you can store stuff in them. Thank you, everyone. This chocolate one with the strawberry on top. And then this is my favorite one. It has a frog on top. But yeah, that's that. A lot of people were saying these were cute, but they weren't buying them. I think it's because the price. I had them at $25. It's like people say it's cute, but they're not willing to spend that much. But at the same time, I'm trying to charge my worth, so I'm not about to lower the price. Sorry, but. And then I made these loaf cat plushies. There's those. These octopus plushies, whoops, that y'all all know. I have these on my Etsy, so I did those in pink, blue, purple, green, yellow. I did cat ear beanies. I only brought 2, and then sis actually made one while we were at the market, and that one sold. So she started on another one, and this guy ordered it from me, but we weren't able to finish it in time, so I took it home with me, and then I'm going to ship it out to him. So I sold 3 cat ear beanies, but I only brought 2. I also did these chicken plushies. I did these in like the speckled color and white, and I sold 3 of these. I did cherry keychains. Heart bookmarks. I did them in pink, blue, yellow, green. And
what do you feel like you learned?
Oh, this was the last thing, and then I'll say. And then rose bookmarks, and I sold 3 of those. The first purchase was actually a rose bookmark, but what did I learn? One was the biggest one. It kind of brings me out of my comfort zone. I need to like speak up and advocate for myself, but it's just really hard because that was my first market. But I'm 21. Somebody asked in the comments. But yeah, I need to speak up for myself because it's like they walk up to the table and all I say is hi, and then I just kind of get quiet. I don't really know what to say. So sis and my mom had to tell me what to say sometimes, and I did end up saying it, but it's like if I was too scared, I know I had my mom to speak up for me, but I'm gonna speak up in the future. Like she was saying that I need to say that it's handmade by me, because if they know it's made by me, then they'll appreciate it more. What else did I learn? If people really support me, they'll support my prices. So like, unfortunately, I did have this Naruto plushie, and it is for $40. Oh, this is for Queen Patrice, by the way, not for sale anymore. But what is it?
People would ask about it, and then when you told them it was $40, they were just like,
A lot of people were complaining about the price right in front of me, which kind of made me feel weird. I wish they would at least, just walk away and then complain. But I guess they don't appreciate how long it takes me to make the stuff, or when they see it, they just see the final product, not the time and stuff. So a lot of people are like, $40, what? And then just walk away. So it's like, sorry, but
The price is the price.
yeah. I did track everything that I sold, even the cash purchases. I put those in my phone. I did meet a lot of people. We followed each other on Instagram. There was another crocheter there, but a lot of her stuff was with the plush yarn, so like the stuff to make these. And we did end up trading items, so she gave me this.
Yeah, I think what she said is right. They see the final product, but they don't see the time. So that Naruto took 7 hours. So even if you just do the math on that, is yeah.
Still pretty low. But,
Yeah.
so yeah, I got this from the other
Congratulations on making the Dean's List, Morgan.
Oh, thank you. The other crocheter gave me this dinosaur, so I gave her a pink octopus. But yeah. That was also it did start pouring at like exactly 6 p.m. So I am grateful that it rained after, because I feel like the rain probably would have slowed the traffic of customers down. So I think it just worked out perfectly. It was a pretty great day, and yeah, I met all my goals for the day. So I also did make 5-stitch plushies, and all of those sold as well. So yeah.
Congratulations. It sounds like you had an awesome first event, Morgan. And don't worry,
you.
you're going to be able to speak up for yourself. Like, it takes time, it takes practice. So I think you did great.
Thank you. Here, I'll show y'all my table. If anybody didn't see it. Oh, wait. That was my table. This was before. Oh, my mom bought me a bowl of candy to have on the table. Everybody loved that. Everybody was taking candy, even if they didn't buy something.
And you should tell Kristen thank you, because she gave you the idea to
put the felt eyes on the Stitch plushies. Shout out to you, because I did that with the Cricut, and it was a lot faster than cutting them out myself.
Yes. All right, thank you, Morgan.
Thank you, guys. I'll be in the comments, but I have an assignment to do.
Later, Queen.
Bye, Queens. I don't know how to leave.
Oh, she did really good.
She did.
She did really good. And it's scary, like, you know, in that environment, especially when you're selling things and then you have people in the front of you saying, you know, oh, that's too much. But she's going to get stronger and tougher and then be like, okay, bye.
That's why she came home with it.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not willing to even go down by $5 because it's already a good price. So
I don't blame her at all.
All right. Do you want me to pull it up, or you want to pull it up? The instructions.
You can pull it up. I put it in the link in the chat.
Okay.
I'm trying to save something. That's not working out good for me right now. I'm trying to do something. So Madison is crocheting too?
Madison was helping to make that hat, because this girl came and looked at one of the cat ear beanies, and then brother came back. He was like, I want that. And then I would have just left one. And then they came and bought it. Then somebody else bought one. Then she ended up selling. So then she still didn't get a chance to finish, because this guy wanted one at the last minute. She thought she could make it, but she couldn't.
Wow.
Let me see if I can pull that link up. But I'm telling you, the thing I learned was that I didn't even know that there was a such thing as a machine that could do it. Can you share it again, Patrice? Because it's gone in the chat.
Yeah, hold on, let me put it up. So you can, it's the resource page for the resources, and then you have the manual to download. There it is. So that way, and you can show like it has like the Mighty Hoop instructions, Hoopmaster. It even has like how if you're gonna do a logo placement, it has a logo placement chart on there that you can print that out. I printed that out several times. I always lose it.
Hoopmaster.com/resources. I don't know why I put mine. Mighty Hoopmaster. Oh,
What
mine
happened?
does not look like this. Hold on, because that's not the right document, brother. Hoopmaster. Mighty Hoopmaster. Okay. Oh, this is intricate, Patrice.
Which one? The Hoopmaster?
The instructions, yeah. I need to just get to the. Huh?
You're on Hoopmaster instructions?
Yeah. I just wanted to get to the what the numbers and the letters mean.
Okay, so go down to
Page 8.
yeah, or hold on, let me download it. So you had the Hoopmaster. Yeah. Oh, this one. Which one did you download? This
The
so
first
the
one.
yeah, go to page yeah, go to page 8. Hooping on the station.
So I'm on the first. Let me want me to show what I have pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, all right. So on the website, I just went to this first one right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I clicked that one. Um, and then if you scroll down, like I went down to page 8. Oh yeah. And on this page, on page 8, like it says, here are some starting numbers I know some of our customers use. Please remember these are only a starting point. Placement will change for different brands and sizes of garments. So if you were making a, let's say a lady's large shirt, whatever, then you would position it so that you would be on C15. So the top would be on letter C and the bottom bracket would be on number 15.
Well, it needs to be depending on what hoop you're going to use. So depending on the hoop size you're going to use. So remember, the hoops is going to go up. Is that for the left chest logos?
I
Because
think
remember,
this is for left chest.
so with the left chest logos, you're going to play, like I usually use the other, hold on. There's another guide on there too. So I'll place this hooping station onto, like I'll take these off. Oh, you guys can't see me.
Want me to make you bigger? Hold on. So layout. Okay.
So what I usually do is depending on the size shirt that I have. So usually my left chest logos aren't going to be larger than this. And this is for the 5.5 mighty hoop, 5.5 by 5.5 mighty hoop that'll go here. And so this just goes here onto the hooping station. Now you have 2 pegs back here. So depending on the size shirt that I have and based off of the guide, because there is a guide that says, okay, put it, on 11, 12, or it'll tell you like F11. And so what that means is that I'm going to put this here. Let's say I'm putting it on F, I'm going to line it up to F because these are all letters. I'll line it up to F. And then depending on the number that it tells me, then I'll slide it over based off of what it tells me in these numbers here. So here, and then I'll just, lock it in wherever that's supposed to be. And that way, like I usually get, like not even usually, I always get like the perfect placement, especially if you're going to be doing multiple shirts where you're going to be using putting a left chest logo. Let's say you get an order for 10 shirts, and they're the same size. You want it to be, uniform. You want them to all look very similar. So I'll do that. But depending on the size shirt that you have to adjust your fixtures. And so with their instructions, like they do have a list of the, where to place it. It's just understanding how to place it.
But if it's not a left chest logo though.
So if it's not a left chest logo, there should be another place to tell you, like for sizes extra large and large, to place it on D or E.
I didn't see
like
that. Yeah, I feel like that was in my manual, but I don't see that here.
Like, especially if you're trying to get full coverage on the front.
Yeah, this is not these. Let me see.
That's just a
Mighty Hoop.
I'm trying to see this.
And there's nothing at Mighty Hoopmaster. No. This is no. I feel like my instruction manual was different from this. Here you go. Right chest?
Mine is. I don't know what mine is.
I feel like my manual was different because, like, if you wanted to do something in the center, right? Mm-hmm. There was like a specific place
for you to put that top fixture.
Yes.
That depends on the shirt size. So right. I usually, when I'm doing a medium, my fixture usually goes to C. So I usually have my fixture on C, the top fixture. The bottom fixture, for the most part, doesn't really matter, because that's just for the length. But to get to where it needs to start, I usually place mine at the top fixture at the C. Because we have 13 by 8 or 13 by 11. So that's what changes when you're doing something like that. So I'll usually place mine on the C. And then the hoop will be centered on it for medium.
What she's referring to is up here. So let me see if I can show that some kind of way. Hold on. So right here let me take this off. And this, Patrice, how often do you use yours every time?
Not every for the most part, I like to use it because I feel like sometimes the stabilizer just doesn't, like, if I don't use it, sometimes it doesn't really go on as smoothly as I want it to. So I will, I won't use it at that time.
So where's your bottom bracket? Where do you keep your bottom one?
The bottom is depending on the hoop.
So let's just say you're using your 8x13, because I'll put my 8x13 on here so we can demonstrate. Where do you?
It depends on where I put the top. The top fixture is what matters the most.
Okay, so if I'm gonna put mine on C. So at the top, you guys, I do have 2 Facebook accounts, Linda Lowry. One is a public account that I really don't use at all. It's called Crafting with Delonda. It's a public page. It's not really a group, but the Facebook group is the one that you're in. All right, so look right here at the top, there are letters A, B, C. So I'm going to put the top bracket right here to align it with the C. Can y'all see that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to put my top bracket right there. So when you get the Mighty Hoop, when you get the Hoopmaster station, it will come with 2 of these, whatever these are called, brackets, arms, whatever. And there's a space here, right, that you'll know that this is the top. And then there on the bottom there, you'll be able to, I'll show you in a second. But first, I'm going to push this down to where the C is. See, I'm lining it up with the C, and then I'm going to at the back here. And I did a video on this already on I have a video that I did before we started So Good. And see this, I'm just going to tighten it up back here in the back on both sides. Okay. Yeah. Somebody did impersonate me. And if you get a message from me asking me to contact you via WhatsApp, I promise you it's not me. You know, I would not do that. I would not be asking you to contact me via WhatsApp. All right, so here's the bottom. So let's say I'm using my 8x13 mighty hoop. Let me grab it. My 8x13 mighty hoop.
I put a link in there so y'all can look at the instructions for mighty hoops, and it comes with instructions.
So here's my 8x13. So if let's move this up a little bit. Here's my 8. C is for, I would say medium shirts. So here's the top, right? If I wanted to line this up here, and I know with this hoop, because with my machine, my U is always on my right side, right? Like here's my right. I know it's hard to tell because it might look mirrored, but here's my right. So when I'm putting this on here, let me line it up here, and then I'll put up what Patrice is saying, that these two should meet up. So if I was going to move this, I will open it at the bottom down here. There are two little clamps, and you can loosen this, and I can move this up. See, there's a little knob right here. I can loosen this up and put this down. But be careful with the mighty hoops because that magnet is very strong. You can just take it off. I wish I had my manual. I feel like the manual that came with it is better than the one that's online. But I think, Patrice, I normally keep mine on 19, but we'll see. I'll see if that works.
For which one?
For this bottom.
Oh, you keep it on 19.
But like I normally line mine up right there on 19. On the same row where 19 is.
Okay, so I mean, if the hoop fits there, then that's fine. But remember, the reason why you put the reason why it's the top bracket is the most important bracket is because that way your design won't go too far down. So you can. That's why the top bracket is the most important one.
So we'll move it up.
Because that way you can adjust it and then you can see. Like I still even use my fingers when I'm doing it just to make sure that I'm gonna get a good, that's not gonna go too far down.
Have y'all seen the Well? It's the only other one I've seen. It's so expensive. All-in-one hooper. I haven't seen it.
These other ones, they have another one too, and this hooper. The 91 tubing stations are not cheap.
No, they're not cheap, but they're worth it.
They're worth it. It's hard.
So I gotta go down one.
Definitely worth it. Where did I put mine? Yeah.
Husband? Y'all did not even go say hi to my husband. I just came in the house and came straight upstairs. It's terrible.
So I think, do you want to do next week too? We still stick with hooping?
I guess.
No.
We figure it out each time.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, keep it in a place where with the hoop you use the most. Okay, so here it is. Yes. Let me take this off. Okay. So this is my 8x13 mighty hoop already ready, right? So if I was going to be, even if I was hooping I'll get a sweatshirt. I'll get one that's blank. A large.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's a large. Y'all see that? Yeah, I should do better, Naomi. Here's a large sweatshirt. I'm gonna move the camera back so it might be a better view. Unless this is a good view?
Yeah, that's a good view. I think that's a good view. I can
So
see
here's a large Gildan. It's just a large Gildan sweatshirt. So if I was going to be hooping on this station, which really I should, right? I should every time. I should be using this. I shouldn't be trying to I'm just gonna eyeball it, right? That's not good, right? What I need to do is, hoop, get the hoop, the bottom of the hoop added here. Get my stabilizer. Get my stabilizer. And this is one of the things that Patrice and I said we needed to talk about, and that was making sure your stabilizer is bigger than the hoop because you want it to be nice and tight, right? Or taut. That's not a word that I love, but okay. All right, so I'm gonna, I can kind of do it like this and, make sure it's bigger, because it has to fit all the way across the hoop. And then I can cut it to size, like, okay, it's bigger than my hoop, right? And I'm gonna cut it to size.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are interested in ordering one of these, Barb gave y'all, good advice. Both Patrice and I have links or discount codes that will give you free shipping. So mine is below on my hoops, but make sure you're ordering the right size. And every little bit helps you. Help me. Help me help you. Okay, look. So here's my piece of stabilizer. Now remember last week we were talking and I said I like to buy the big stabilizer. So this stabilizer is the 15-inch stabilizer. This is not the 12-inch. I like to buy the 15-inch. I shared a link for that last week, and it's also linked in my Amazon favorites. Okay. All right. So look, I have it on here. Now I'm in a weird spot, but I'm going to do my best. So hopefully you can see the bottom, right? You can see the bottom right here where these two knobs are. You can see that I have these flaps open, right? See that? Y'all see that? So there's a flap and there's a flap. So right here, I'm going to put this down here and I'm going to close the flap. This flap is going to hold my stabilizer in place, but there are also flaps up here at the top. So I can cut this, to get rid of this extra space. I prefer to even cut it because I just want the extra space. That's just me. You can fold it. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to just do that. And then I'm going to get my sweatshirt. Now that I have my stabilizer in place, I'm going to get my sweatshirt and put it on here. Now, honestly, I had the 8x13 Mighty Hoop before I had the 11x13, and I like this one the best. Because it fits all of the files. I only use that 11x13 when I have a big file, like bigger, tall. Or if I'm doing, or if Miles is doing a lot of patches, we'll use that one. All right, so I have the sweatshirt on here. It's nice and smooth. I can see where the neck or where the opening would be, right? It's the shoulder parts already pulled all the way pulled down. I know that this is the center already because this helps me figure that out. I don't have to think about it, right? Then all I have to do, because this is magnetic, is just put this right on top and then it'll do everything for me. So I'm just going to put it down. See that? And then once I pick this up, now my sweatshirt is hooped. So let me move this so you can see that my sweatshirt is hooped. See that? And if I look inside the sweatshirt, I can see that it's nice and tight. So the Mighty Hoop does all the hard work for you. What letter did I have it on? It's right below the C. Let me move this back over. See that? Let me see if I can make it closer. I'm doing a terrible job. I'm trying to do better, but I don't know if I need to go lower and bring the table down. So if you saw my first tutorial where I embroidered a sweatshirt, you saw me fighting with the hoop because I was using the hoop that came with the Ricoma, and it was everybody was so nice. They were like, Delonda, you're doing great. You're gonna master it. It's great. Everybody was so nice to me. Okay, see, but mine is like right there under the sea. Can you see it?
I put myself on mute. Sorry. I was trying to see if there was any other form, but
And they come, for the most part, I did do a video on like when, opening mine, you still center crease yours. Oh, that's good. I haven't done that. Let me see if mine is in the center. I feel like it's a little off, but maybe not. I don't know. Let me see. What you looking for, Patrice?
I was looking to see if there was another guide.
Oh, it's in the center. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look like it, but it is. It's in the middle.
So if you take from where your collar is and you put your 4 fingers down, it should come right above where that stop is.
It should come where?
It should come like if you should be able to. You would be in the hoop. Like
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Because the design is not going to be up here.
No.
The design would be in here. So does the letter size on the hooping station coordinate with the shirt size? From what I remember, I say yes.
For the like A, B, C, D, or the C. That's why I put it on the medium. So when I first got mine, and when I was at the Ricoma, like they told me, like, okay, if you're gonna do like a medium or large, you can use a C. Like place it on the C. So place your bracket. So that's where I got that from.
I'm gonna look again for my manual, Patrice, because, like, for real, like, where is it? Did you take it?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't take it.
Are you sure?
Yep. I'm looking on their site. They don't on everything I pull up. They don't address the center. Like, they don't address that.
Patrice, I had that manual. Watching will find it. We might have to just do it again next week and talk more about it, but hopefully, this part was helpful.
I think Mighty who thinks that everybody just wants to do left chest logos. I'm looking to see if I can find the guide, but
Okay, I found it. Let's see. That's where I said number 19 is a good starting point. Oh, that's for the fixture. Center. Center back. Left chest. How y'all gonna do center back and not center front?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. There's no.
Maybe I made that up.
They don't have.
Everything in here is about logo placement. Like,
Chest.
I thought I must have read something else.
There was the size for the shirt to place them came with the Mighty Hoops, but their Mighty Hoops. It came with mine too, but for the most part, everything refers to the left chest logo. Like it doesn't necessarily refer to like if you want to do like the center shirt. So I would just do. I go with C's because that's what works. Like from when I was at Ricoma, they told me like for larges, just place the top bracket at the C, and then I could, it should be fine. So that's what I've been using.
But wouldn't it be? Let me see. So if I move this, let me move this back. Let me move the camera back a little bit so you can see the full thing. Because I think when I'm using, if I was hooping, okay, Apple. If I was hooping 11 by 13, it would be different, wouldn't it? Or would I? What you know? What I would still keep this. I would just be moving this.
Yeah. We'll just move that. Now what changes is like once you get into like extra large or double XL, triple XL, like for me, that's when I'll start to adjust it. But for the most part,
so I have a 2X sweatshirt. I have a 2X sweatshirt, but that doesn't change the size of the design. You know what I mean?
no. It doesn't change the size of it. Doesn't change the size of the design, but it's just going to change the placement. So that's why you have to adjust that fixture because remember it. So if you put on a 3XL shirt on the hooping station, it's going to fall lower than the medium, small,
Right.
large.
Right.
So that's why that moves.
So let me go get one.
So Joan said hers came with a placement guide, so she made a template. Place an item, then do the stabilizer and hoop. So I mean, you can always print out your design, and then once you print out the design, then you can. That's what I used to do when I first started. I would always print out the design and place it onto the hoop, like onto the shirt, onto the hoop, so I can have an idea of where it was gonna go, where it should go.
Is she referring to this?
That's a T-square. No, I don't think that's to make sure that you hope
for that arm thing.
For alignment, yeah, just to align the shirt. That's the T-square. We got Evie's gonna be on in like 1 minute.
Oh, sorry. We can finish this next week.
You sure?
Eve, can you start in 15 minutes?
She might. So what we're gonna show is the 2XL, 3XL.
If not, if we're gonna cut into her time.
She always prints out the design. I used to always print out the design. I couldn't function without printing out the design. I used to always print it out too. Yeah. So some machines don't have mighty hoops for them. Some machines,
like the pooling.
So the mighty hoops really are for multi-needle machines. So embroidery machines that have more than one needle. But there are other companies that have other magnetic hoops. Like Brother has for the Skitch, it comes with a magnetic hoop. The other ones, there are other companies. I'm not sure the names of those companies because I don't have any magnetic hoops for my single needles. But I do have like Sotec has the repositional hoops. So if you have like a 4x4 machine, you can use these to kind of embroider a little bit larger. Thanks, Jesse.
Do you want me to grab one or no?
You can look like let me see Evie's on already. She's about to start.
Bye, Jesse. Thank you.
She should be coming on the same. It's 9.
Is she on?
She hasn't started yet. Barb, what do you use to when you have like a medium large shirt or extra large shirt? So DIME has magnetic hoops for single needle machines.
Oh, good.
And this says she has the baby locks from DIME. Snap, Miss Sharon Davenport says snap hoop for single needles. Evie says no worries.
So grab it. I can grab it.
Yeah, grab it real quick. We can look at it real quick.
Morgan opened her Etsy back up. If they want to go ahead and order the stuff that they were asking about, they would just have to go to the one that says items not sold from the market. You already got a 2X?
Now a few more minutes because Evie's coming on. I don't have to be rushing while she's working. All right, y'all, come back.
Okay, this is a 3X.
Yeah. Oh, they have another station for bigger shirts too.
I'm not gonna put the stabilizer on because it doesn't matter. What matters is how far it falls down.
Yeah. Let's see the station in the center. They keep saying like the mice are new. They've been around for years and years and years and years and years.
So it would definitely need to come down because this is all the way at the like top of the collar.
Yeah.
See that?
So maybe at the E, you see the. Oh, what's the pronunciation? Maybe for the extra large, a 3XE or F. I use extender for HM. I think I see the extender. I don't have the extender, but I think I see it because I've been looking to see if they have anything where it explicitly says when you're using one of the wider hoops if you're placing on the front, and I don't see where it didn't come with my hoop.
Not either.
That's not where I got the information from when I went to.
I feel like everything is centered around left chest logos. Oh, somebody asked a question about name, right name. Saw that.
About who?
What if you have like a name on the right side?
Um,
Just a name.
I mean, you would hoop it the same. Usually they're both going on the same side. When I do it, I just hoop the other side the same way that I'm doing the left chest logo. I hoop the right the same exact way. Like I don't change it up.
Okay, so I went down to F. I went down to under the F. And since I moved this down by 3, then I move this down by 3. We're gonna see if that works.
So,
I need to move this down a little bit more.
so this was one like that I did with both the name and that on the side, and I just hooped them both the same. I didn't like each side. I hooped them both the same. And
but how did you decide where to put it on the hoop?
On the so I centered. So these both were centered in the hoop. So I had them centered in the hoop. So like both, like this was centered in the hoop and that was centered too.
See, I feel like this needs to come down. Oh, this is, y'all please know I'm at a disadvantage because I'm behind it, not in front.
I see it. And the space to turn is very tight.
Yeah. And we can revisit this next week and be more specific, with the printed design and all of that.
We can talk more about it.
All right. So we're pretending that I have stabilizer on here, and I'm going to add this 3X to this Hoopmaster, whatever. Is Deborah Browning still here?
I saw her not long ago.
Okay, so this is a lot better, right? This is a lot better. So I'm making sure the shoulder seams are right here, and I'm making sure it's straight. And this is a whole lot better, right? Like this. You see it good?
Yeah.
Right? Then I will just get the top of the hoop. And we're pretending like Delonda can see this perfectly, but y'all see good or no?
You can see.
Okay. And then you just pick it up and it's on there.
So what I think though, like I'm gonna send the girl an email from Mighty Hoop, but what I think is that it's possible that they don't really give specifics on, because the different brands of shirts are made differently, the cuts are different. So that could be why, because you do have to test, like you have to figure some of this stuff out yourself. Like you have to be able to kind of like test it out and see what's gonna work, because some brands of shirts, they're cut different. And I think it's probably the manual that says that, like, we're giving you a starting point, but test it out. Oh, that was good. Yeah. And it looked like when she did it, like it was in a good location.
And maybe that, yeah, I agree. That's why they're not saying like, oh, you start, if you have an extra large, you start here, because every extra large is not made the same.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll revisit. Well, we cut into Eve's time. If y'all still wanted to order from Morgan, this lesson, she did reopen just that what she had left from her shop. And did we accomplish our goal?
I think we did. We'll talk more about hoops next week, hooping and everything next week too. So it's a 2-part live. I think we did. We had a good start.
I don't mind, there's a delay. Okay. Thank y'all. All right, go on over to Eve's. Yes. Thank you, Renee. All right. Thank you, guys.
Later, y'all. See y'all next week. So